Welcome back to our Orlit retail video series. I'm Daniel. So far, we've covered setup, stock availability, and quick sales. Today, we are covering sales return, a critical feature for handling refunds or customer returns with confidence. Returns are part of retail life, and Orlit retail makes them secure, traceable, and fully synced to your Orlit admin cloud dashboard. This ensures that stock gets added back instantly, payment reflects the refund, and your analytics stays accurate, even during temporary offline periods. So let's walk through the step. The first step will be logging into our POS interface. So I'm going to use the credentials that I've been using for this series, which is this email, and I will enter my password, and I've logged into my uh, my POS interface. Now you are greeted with this beautiful home page display, which shows the analytics of your current sales by your channel for this particular store. So we have the minimum value per channel by channel for this particular store. When we talk about by channel, it means currently we are on the retail channel, right? This is a retail channel, but for this particular store. So this is the maximum value by channel for this particular store. This is the count by channel for this particular store. Same with the sales and also the average value. Also, this is our bottom five customers. This is our top five customers. So let me go quickly to the to my Orlit admin cloud dashboard so that I'm going to show you the analytics on how and you are going to see how it is syncing perfectly, so that after we make a sale, I'm going to sync it, then we go to the analytics to see the difference, to see whether it was actually synced to our Orlit admin cloud dashboard. So currently now you can see the count by channel for this particular store is 15. uh, we can also see that the minimum value by channel for this particular store is 3,000. We can see the maximum value by channel is 1,064. Okay, 1,064,908,730. Also, we can see the numbers for the sales by channel. So I'm going to be going over uh, to my this is me logging in into my Orlit admin cloud dashboard, and we are going to see this is also the first, this is the home page we are going to see here also. Now we did see that the sales by channel for this particular store is 1,203,612 uh 203,612,999.53. So I will come to my Orlit admin cloud dashboard. You can see as I hover upon this donut chart, you can see that ATM stores, this is the sales by store, right? Coming from ATM stores, of which that was our value from the retail, because we've been using retail to make our transactions since. Now you can see exact same values: 1,203,600 and 203 million, 1 billion, sorry, 203,612,999.5 35. So we can also see the count by store. We can see ATM stores 15. If I go back to my Orlit POS, you can see the count by channel for this particular store is 15. So it is getting synced correctly. So after uh, after this beautiful display, to demonstrate returns properly, we will need to make some sales, and so that we are going to be working with it. And through there, I'm going to be showing us other things also. And so I'm going to head to my quick sales. Like I will need to add a customer. If you want, you can use a registered customer instead of the guest customer that I'll be using now. And then I'll be selecting some products. I think let me choose this one. Let me choose this also. Um, Also, let me pick this. So as you can see, the HP laptop, the quantity currently is 1,260. The Facebook current quantity is 82, and the Air Runner current quantity is 4. So by the time we make these sales now, uh, I'm expecting their quantity to go down 1 because I selected just one item each. Though I could increase the quantity here, but I'm expecting I'm only selling one for this example. And so I'm using my simple cash to execute the transaction of which it's been successful. Uh, After it's been successful, I can now go to my sales history, and you can see the sale we just executed with the particular invoice number. And like we say, you may not see other transaction yet. Reason being that maybe you just set up this system, right? You've been working with a particular system, and you're making all your sales there, and you want to set up another system and continue from that system. So it will pick up your last invoice number and continue from there, and it will be counting like that. So we can see uh, on this page, all our sales history, all our sales invoices will be listed in this page as we make more sales. But currently, you can see the invoice number for this particular sale, the customer name of which we did use guest customer, the phone number, the date, which shows the time, because if you hover around it, you are going to see the main date. But ideally, if it's today, this date shows the time. But if it's yesterday's sales, it's going to show the date of yesterday. And we have the payment type, which is cash. We have the amount, the total amount, which is 91,000. And we have the sync status, which currently is showing pending. And it's showing pending because it hasn't been synced to the server. It's still on our local system. It has not been synced to our Orlit admin cloud dashboard yet. And so I can either sync this manually by using this button, this button that looks like a bench arrow. I can use this button to sync this particular sales manually, or I can wait for it. All it retail POS, it syncs automatically. So all your sales transaction and everything will sync automatically to your Orlit admin cloud dashboard, even without you doing anything about it. So I'm just going to leave it for now and talk about these other features that are here, so that probably before we finish talking about them, then we can it should have synced by then. But I want to talk about this search invoice, of which we have only one transaction showing. It will make it wouldn't bring out the color from it, the goodness of it. So I'm going to be making another sales, so that we are going to see the benefits of those features I want to talk about. Let me also make a sale for this registered customer. I want to pick a big value. Let me go with popcorn. Successful. And so I'm going to come to my sales history, and you can see that our first transaction, the first transaction we carried out has been completed, right? So it has been synced to the server. So by the time after I finish, I'm going to make a comparison again of our analytics, and you are going to see that it has truly synced to this to our Orlit admin cloud dashboard. And so, for example, okay, I was talking about this search by invoice. We can search if we have plenty invoice on this page and we are looking for a particular invoice, we can search by the invoice. So I know we have an invoice of this number, of which this is what we just sold. If I don't want to search, if I want to search for, we also have an invoice of 145, of which once you just enter it, it will search it automatically. And also we have our return sales, right? So if I click on the return sales, currently we don't have any return sales because we've not returned any sale. So if I click on it, you are not going to see anything. But after we make a return, I'm still going to click on it and you are going to see that it will filter all our invoices and return only those with returned sales. Okay. Then we also have a date range here. Of which we can use it to select our transactions, right? So if I want to check the transaction from, let's say, yesterday to today, right? So as you can see currently, since I did set up a new store, this is our current transaction from yesterday today. And you can see what the date range does, right? It filters, uh, not necessarily filtering, but it shows us the total amount, the payment type, and the salesperson that performed those transactions. For example, now it has filtered all our invoice from this date, which is the 5th of February 2026 to the 6th of February 2026. And all our transactions that we've made between this date period is 100,000 naira, and that's the total. And the cash means that all our payment type, our payment method have been cash. We've not used transfer, we've not used POS. But if you have used transfer and you've used POS, it's also going to show the total amount that transfer did, total amount that POS did. And you can see we have worker having that 100,000 because the current salesperson, the current person that is initiating all these transaction is the worker. We are the worker, right? This is the worker's account. But if you have another salesperson and every other person like that, if you check this date range, it's going to show you the transactions that have been initiated even by those other salesperson because we are the admin of the system. So that's the benefit of this date range that we have here. So I can just click cancel it here, and you can see that all our transactions have been synced properly to our Orlit admin cloud dashboard. And so after this syncing, we are going to be viewing the details of this particular invoice, and I'm going to be taking you through the process of returning an item. So on this page, you can see at the top we have a resync button, which comes in handy. Uh, for example, when you want to sync a particular sale. So when I did perform a particular transaction and the invoice came here, while it was still showing pending, if I had just come here inside the transaction details and I click on the resync, it will sync that particular sales automatically. Uh, then we have this reprint invoice. Currently, if I click the resync, it does nothing because our sync status uh, has already been completed. So we also have this button for this reprint invoice. The reprint invoice is useful if we want to reprint the receipt again. So for whatsoever reason, whether you need a copy of the receipt for yourself, you can reprint this particular invoice. And as you can see, the receipts is showing duplicate invoice, right? So this shows that this is not the original invoice. An invoice has already been printed for this, so this is the duplicate invoice. Hence, a customer, even though if a customer have a possession of it, he can't come back and say that okay, I've not, they've not sold me this item because it is a duplicate invoice, just for the record. And so I'll be coming back into our sales detail for this particular transaction. And you can see the details of the sale we just completed, the guest, which is the customer name, the payment type, which is 91,000. We can see the phone number of the customer. We can of the guest customer, right? We can see the amount. We can see is an online customer and the invoice number together with the dates. And just below that, you can see the products arranged, all the products that were selected for this particular transaction. You can see them arranged in a tabular structure. We have the SKU, which is the unique identifier of this product. We have the product name, which for easy recognition of the product. We have the quantity, one quantity for each of these products we selected. We have the price, we have the return, and the return. So now this return that we have here, immediately we return a particular product, the amount of quantity we return is going to reflect on this return automatically in real time. Uh, this return that we have here is an editable field for we to select the amount of quantity we want to return for a particular product. And it has been written in such a way that you cannot select an amount that is more than the quantity that you have that you did select or did make the transaction with for this particular product. So I can't enter a different value. I'm trying to enter 2, but you can see it returns back to 1 because it was only one quantity, and that is the only amount you can return back. And so I'm going to be returning one of these. I'm going to be returning this air runner. So I'm going to be returning one of these. I'm going to be returning this air runner. And for just the quick one, let's come to the quick sale so that we'll see that currently we have only 3 quantity remaining for this air runner. So by the time we make our return now, it should be automatically incremented to 4. So I'm going to be entering 1 here, and I'm going to click on return. You can see our return is successful, and our return is successful. And when I go back to, you can see it's showing return. The payment type is having return also. When I go to my quick sale and I click on this view, you are going to see that the quantity has been refreshed. It has come to the quantity that it was before making the transaction. And on my invoice, you can see that I now have return appended to this payment type. So if you come to the product, you are going to see that, okay, now we have the quantity 0 for this, and return is now 1. So that is return for us. And so I'm going to come to, okay, let me come to this page. Um, because we now have a return item, so we can use this our return sale filter now. So if I click on it, you can see that it will return only the invoices that have return associated with them. So I can go back from here. And so let's come to our dashboard. And on our dashboard, now you can see we just performed 3 extra transactions, and our count by channel for this particular store has increased to 18, right? And so also all our different analytics value have also increased. And let me also take us to the admin, the Orlit admin cloud dashboard, so that you are going to see the difference. You are going to see that it has, since these products, these transactions have been synced, we are also going to see when we refresh this page, we are also going to see that our sales by store, our sales by store, our sales by store, it is now 1,204,000, okay, 1 billion rather, 204,963 to 22.99. So if I go to my sales by store, you are going to see exactly the same numbers. You can see 1,204,000, 1,204,000,000 963,299. That's the exact same value we have here. And so the count by store, you can see it has increased to also 18, of which this tells you that our our audit POS, it has synced to your Orlit Cloud admin dashboard. So that's sales return in Orlit Retail. It is quick to locate, easy to process line by line. It's fully synced and visible in your cloud analytics. No more manual ledgers or lost stock. Returns are handled automatically in the background. In the next video, we will explore settings customization to tailor Orlit exactly to your business. Are you ready to try it? Log into your Orlit retail POS, create a sale, and then try returning it and watch it sync to your admin dashboard. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment. I'll be glad to assist. Thank you.